Jai Gurudev, and thank you for joining us today. Again, we have with us an art of living expert and an officer of the Vedic Dharma Sansthan. This chapter will be talking about how Hanuman bows to Sita, takes her blessings before leaving. So let's begin. What is the core spiritual essence of this moment when Hanuman bows to Sita before returning? Yes, Jai Gurudev, this moment is one of supreme humility and surrender. Hanuman, having fulfilled his mission, bows before Mata Sita not just as a messenger but as a devotee in awe of her divine strength. It shows how the highest valor is always rooted in humility in art of living. His Holiness Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji emphasizes that surrender is not weakness, it is strength in its purest form. Whether through Sudarshan Kriya or Sahat Samadhi meditation, we are trained to drop the ego and connect with the same divine space Hanuman accessed. What do the Sanskrit verses in this episode teach us about dharma and devotion? The verses describe how Hanuman bows with folded hands, eyes lowered in reverence, and seeks Sita's blessings before departing. He doesn't act on his own but waits for her permission, showing the highest discipline of a devotee. The moment is rich in Maryada or righteous conduct, Seva Bhav or service attitude, and Shraddha or faith are rituals like Anjane Homam and Guru Puja train seekers to approach the divine with the same reverence. Hanuman symbolizes the Vedic value of aligning action with devotion, an ideal for all spiritual aspirants. How can modern professionals relate to this moment using art of living tools? Hanuman shows us the power of clarity, humility, and devotion after a successful mission. Professionals often achieve goals but forget to acknowledge the deeper intelligence that guided them. Gurudev says, a success is hollow without gratitude. Hanuman Chalisa recitation post victory reminds us to bow to the divine within and around us. Practicing Sudarshan Kriya brings awareness that I did not do it alone, it was grace. Just like Hanuman bows to Sita, we too must bow to the divine energy that sustains our life and effort. Now, what role does Anjaneyahumam play in invoking Hanuman's spirit of surrender? Yes, Anjaneyahumam is a sacred fire ritual that invokes the essence of Hanumana of devotion, fearlessness, and surrender. When performed with sincerity, it purifies the subtle body and aligns the seeker with Hanuman's Shakti. In this chapter, Hanuman's bow to Sita is symbolic of surrendering the ego at the feet of the Divine Mother. Through the Homam, one learns to submit pride and accomplishments into the sacred fire. This act becomes a yajna, a sacrificial offering to the self. It builds the same vibrational humility that Hanuman lived. Now, what is the inner transformation Hanuman underwent before bowing to Sita? Yes, Hanuman's inner transformation was from a warrior to a sage-like devotee. He had completed a heroic task, but in the presence of Sita, his energy becomes soft, devotional, and surrendered. Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji often says that true transformation is going from I to we to thou. Hanuman's journey reflects the shift. The same happens in art filming programs. People come in stress or struggle, and through techniques like Shakti Kriya and meditation, their inner core softens, becomes more surrendered, and radiates seva and love. Now, what rituals support replicating Hanuman's surrender in daily life? To embody Hanuman's surrender, daily rituals like Sandhya Vandanam, Gayatri Japa, and Hanuman Chalisa are vital. They tune our mind to humility and divine alignment. Bowing to Sita symbolizes seeking guidance from the Shakti principle, Mother Divine. Every morning and evening rituals reconnect us to this source. Performing Agni Karyam in silence or chanting Jai Hanuman Gyana Gun Sagar before action resets intention. Just as Hanumana waited for Sita's words before leaving, we too must learn to wait for inner clarity before rushing into life's demands. Now, how does Hanuman's action reflect Gurudev's teaching on total responsibility with zero doership? Hanuman's bow is the embodiment of total responsibility with zero doership. A cornerstone of Gurudev's wisdom, Hanuman did everything with courage, clarity, and precision, yet he attributes nothing to himself. This attitude leads to freedom from anxiety and pride and art. When we say, do your 100% and then relax, Hanuman had done his 100%, lapped oceans, destroyed demons, delivered Rama's message, but he doesn't celebrate himself, he surrenders. Through Sahat Samadhi meditation and Seva, we cultivate this mindset, act fully but bow deeply. Now, what is the symbolic meaning of Sita blessing Hanumana before departure? Sita's blessings to Hanuman symbolize the Shakti principle endorsing Dharma. It's the inner divine mother saying, go forth, you are protected. Her words carry the vibration of protection, purpose, and spiritual clarity. In Vedic Dhamma Sansthan practices, such blessings are transmitted during rituals like Upanayana and Sanyam Sadhana of level 1 and level 2. Hanuman bows and receives her anugraha or grace just as we must pause, bow to the inner divine, and receive blessings before moving forward in any endeavor. This ensures our actions remain aligned with Dharma. So, how can one practically integrate this moment into daily spiritual practice? Every morning before stepping into action, mentally bow to the divine, just like Hanumana did, recite a verse from the Hanuman Chalisa or offer a moment of silence and gratitude. During your Sudarshan Kriya, feel the humility in each breath. I am not the doer, practice Nari Shodhan Pranayama to balance action and surrender. Before important tasks, visualize bowing at the feet of the Divine Mother or your Guru. As Gurudev says, begin with a prayer, end with gratitude. Hanuman's bow becomes your daily anchor. Now, what is the eternal message this act of Hanuman conveys for seekers today? Hanuman's bow to Sita teaches that even when achieving greatness, one must remain humble, grounded, and in service. His strength came not from ego but from surrender. For today's seekers, this is vital. Even with the knowledge, power, opposition, true wisdom lies in bowing to the higher force. Vedic Dhamsansan encourages seekers to honor this principle through sadhana, sankalpa, and rituals. Let every achievement conclude with a symbolic bow at your altar to your guru or to your inner self. This is the way of Hanumana Chagudev.